So I have tried to do 2 separate videos and they are not working. And I feel like it's because I'm supposed to be speaking about something else. And right now I feel inclined to speak about my personal spiritual journey. So about 5 years ago, I delved into the spiritual world. I delved into tarot first, and then thing about tarot, you can get addicted to tarot. You gotta cut that out if you're using tarot for every single, what is it called? For everything that's going on in your life and you're trying to make the shoes fit. I didn't understand that at the time. I was like 19. I didn't get it yet. But me starting that really took me on a journey, on a trip. And I went through a dark night of the souls. I went through a dark night of the souls for 5 years straight. Listen, y'all, I done made it to the other side, and it is beautiful over here. But I learned so much in these past 5 years. And I feel like I'm supposed to share that with you all. A little bit after I started my spiritual journey, I met my child's father. And it went very fast, very quick. Should not have went that quick, but it did. I'm not ashamed to say that. I got pregnant my very first time doing anything with him. And yeah, we didn't get a chance to really get to know each other. Now I understand that, but 19-year-old me, 20-year-old me was not as in tune as she is today. So, and mind you, I do have Oshun as my head Orisha. So, keep that in mind. But, I got with him, and everything was good. And then I started finding out he was lying about weird things, and I eventually had to let it go. But in the midst of that happening, my child was born very premature. Right after I found out, like, some things that he was not telling the truth about, I was actually placed into the hospital for 4 weeks. And I was 24 weeks when I got there. No, I was not. I was 20 weeks when I got there. By the time I was 24 weeks, my baby was out. Yeah, that was one of the hardest times in my life, was me having to sit in a hospital bed and I couldn't do nothing. I mean, all I could do was pray. That is all I could do, was pray to the Most High that my baby would make it. Because while I'm in the hospital for these 4 weeks, I'm getting these deep ultrasounds done and stuff like that. And every time I would get one done, every day somebody would tell me that my baby had a 1% chance. As a mother, and this is your first child, being told that my baby had a 1% chance over and over and over and over and over again, 4 weeks straight. Alright. Oh, this still touches me. My baby has came so far, but who being in that place of just not knowing and just having to fully put my faith in God and just pray that my baby was gonna make it. That was my first time understanding what surrender was. That was my first time understanding that if I just think positively, and it was hard for me to do because that was my first time having to do that. I've always struggled with bad thoughts and things like that, but man, did I struggle with them when I was in that hospital bed for 4 weeks. I had to distract myself. I was on YouTube, I was on Netflix, I was everywhere else but in my brain until I had to be. And that was because I didn't understand how to control my thoughts yet. I didn't understand how to make a negative thought into a positive thought. I didn't get it. Oh, this turned into a sappy video. It's okay. It's supposed to happen like this. But where was I? Sorry. After 4 weeks in the hospital, my child was born. My child was 11.3 ounces, and he made it. My baby made it. And even for the first week, they were still trying to tell me, oh, your child is in the honeymoon phase, and honeymoon phase, honeymoon phase, honeymoon phase. I'm in my head like, no, he not. I knew that once he made it out of the C-section, oh yeah, he was good. I knew it. I knew it in my heart of hearts that my baby was going to make it simply because he made it out of my womb with a 1% chance. I knew, you have to understand, I knew that my child was going to make it, regardless of what anybody else was telling me. Regardless. And my child was in the hospital for 8 months. 8 months. 8 months of going back and forth to the hospital, healing from a C-section, having to deal with his blind daddy. But, and you know what? At the time, I thought that that's what I had to deal with because I didn't want to do it by myself. I didn't want to do it alone. And I didn't understand that I was not alone until I was alone, if that makes sense. Because about 2 weeks after my child came home from the hospital after his surgeries and everything, and every time my child would have a surgery, they would try to tell me again, like, your baby not gonna make it. I'm like, yes, he is. I know he's good. Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. Y'all can give the disclaimer. Because, you know, the doctors, the surgeons, they have to give you a disclaimer of, oh, well, they may not make it. And then these are the risks and da-da-da. I'm in my head like, okay, I hear you. But nah, my baby gonna make it. He's going to make it. And guess what he did? He made it. And my baby came home December 12th, 2022. Wait, nope. December 12th, 2021. My baby made it home. And about 2 weeks after that, me and his daddy broke up. And the thing is, I was not able to work. I was a 24/7 NICU nurse for my child. I didn't have the opportunity to be able to work. So I'm grateful that my mama was there to have me. but it is what it is. He will say that he did not leave me on my own, but I was left on my own with my child and just had to kind of figure it out. And I went through it, baby. I mean, full blown through it. I shaved my head. I bought new clothes. Everything that a mother going through postpartum and a breakup would do. I did it. I was the cliche. And I'm fine with that. Because it helped me heal. It helped me to get where I am. Everything that I did and everything that happened to me was for a reason, to get me where I'm sitting right here talking to y'all. If I hadn't gone through what I went through, I would not be able to sit in front of y'all today with the confidence that I have. I would not be able to sit here with y'all today. I'd be able to tell y'all this story. Like, yes, I'm crying a little bit, but I haven't been able to tell this story in years. I have not been able to. I wanted to make a video about my child's birth and all of that. I wanted to, but I just didn't want people in my business, and I don't want an evil eye on my baby. Now that my son is about to be 3, like, we out the woods. We clear. Everything is good to go. He's gonna start school, all type of stuff. So I feel comfortable now that I'm able to talk about it without being in it. And I'm honestly not sure where this video is going, but I feel like I'm supposed to talk about my Orishas now. And when I was younger and I first got into spirituality, I learned about the Yoruba religion, and I learned about the Orishas, and I learned about who they were, what they represented, and I was just always drawn to Oshun and Yemaya. I didn't know about Olokun yet, but I was drawn to Oshun and Yemaya. And then, as I learned more about it, I learned that I was not supposed to pick an Orisha, but an Orisha was supposed to pick me. So I did not pick an Orisha. It took 5 years of me going through what I went through and learning what I learned for Oshun to finally feel comfortable coming to get me. I had to learn what I needed to learn. I had to get the wisdom that I have now for them to come and get me and be like, hey, girl, they came to me in a dream. I kept getting, it felt the same way when I was younger about, me being drawn to these Orishas again as I got back into my spiritual side, because I abandoned it for a good 2 years, 3 years. I abandoned it. Not abandoned God, because I still believed in God and I still prayed. I abandoned my spiritual journey. And it was supposed to happen. I was supposed to abandon that spiritual journey so that I could see what it was like on the other side and understand that that's not what I wanted. I had to see it for me to get where I am now. But they came to me in a dream. I wrote down a petition. And on my petition that I put under my water, I asked if I should, what did I say? I asked if the Yoruba religion was right for me, and if so, could my Orishas come to me in a dream or something like that. It was along the lines of that. I wrote it down. It was like a while ago, so I don't remember the exact wording, but it was along the lines of that. And that next morning, I woke up and I wrote in my journal. Matter of fact, I got it right here. I'll tell you exactly what they told me. Give me a second, y'all. And if I can't find it, it's not meant for me to tell y'all. On the 15th. It said, last night I remember the colors yellow, blue, and green. Also the word yes. So I knew for a fact that yes was about the Yoruba religion. And yellow, blue, and green. I didn't know what green was at that time. But Oshun, Yemaya, and Olokun, that is who was coming to me in my dream. And that's who was letting me know, hey, we're here to get you. We're here to grab you, you know? They let me know. And I went with it. And here I am. And this feels like, this video feels like the video that I was supposed to post. Simply because everything went right in this video. And my incense is going straight up. It's been going straight up this whole video. The last two videos, it was like going left. It just kept going left and going left and going left. But it's on like a straight stream. That's what I'm looking at when I'm looking like right there. I'm looking at my incense. But I think that's it, honestly, for the video. I was probably just supposed to come on here and talk and not have it, because I'll be having my stuff written down with just like, talking points and stuff like that. Not necessarily a script, but talking points, things that I could talk about. And I think this one was just supposed to go exactly the way that it was supposed to go. I know there are some people out there who have been through something very similar to what I've went through with my mother, my birthing journey, and my journey as a mother, my journey as a starseed, my journey as a light worker, my journey in general. A lot of our journeys, they go together, they coincide. We just don't get it until we meet that person. But if this resonates with you, this is like my second YouTube video. So like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you feel inclined to do so. And I'm going to pray for you all. And then I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here. Most High, I come to you with gratitude. I thank you for allowing me to share this message with the collective, with whoever is watching this video, whoever sees this video. I thank you for allowing me to share this message and my story with them. And I ask that you touch anybody who needs to be touched. I ask that you help whoever needs to be helped. And I ask that you you give them a chance as you giving me to correct myself. Oh, I'll cry again. Don't do it. It's okay. That was supposed to be the prayer. Ashe.